Welcome back to this new edition of News Today. Without delay, take a look at the headlines first. India and Poland elevate ties to strategic partnership. Major chemical disaster happened in Ankaapalli, Andhra Pradesh. Health Ministry bans 156 fixed-dose combination drugs. Competition Commission of India raises objection to Reliance Disney proposed merger. Delhi government to overhaul state action plan on climate change. 5 years of Jal Jeevan Mission commemorated. In an important development marking 70 years of diplomatic relations, India and Poland have elevated their bilateral ties to the level of a strategic partnership. This decision was made during the Indian Prime Minister's official visit to Poland, underscoring the growing importance of this relationship on the global stage. As part of this enhanced partnership, both nations have agreed to a comprehensive 5-year action plan covering the period from 2024 to 2028. This plan outlines key areas of cooperation, including trade and investment, where meetings of the Joint Commission for Economic Cooperation will now take place at least twice every 5 years. Additionally, the two countries will work closely to expedite the conclusion of the India-EU trade and investment negotiations and operationalize the India-EU Trade and Technology Council. In the realm of security, India and Poland will collaborate on combating terrorism, with a focus on designating individuals linked to groups listed by the UN Security Council's 1267 Sanctions Committee. Other areas of cooperation will include cybersecurity, circular economy initiatives, and wastewater management, reflecting a broad and forward-looking agenda. During the visit, the two countries also reached an agreement on a social security arrangement aimed at protecting the rights of cross-border workers. Furthermore, India announced the launch of the Jam Sahib of Navanagar Youth Exchange Program, which honors the legacy of Maharaja Jam Sahib Digvijay Singh Ji, who established a camp in Jamnagar to shelter refugee Polish children who had been displaced from USSR. Diplomatic relations between India and Poland were established in 1954, leading to opening of Indian Embassy in Warsaw in 1957. Poland is India's largest trading and investment partner in Central and Eastern Europe, with bilateral trade worth $6 billion in 2023. Collaboration extends across various sectors, including mining, pharmaceuticals. There is strong tradition of Indology studies in Poland, yoga, good Maharaja connection, etc. In summary, the elevation of India-Poland relation to a strategic partnership signifies a new chapter of enhanced cooperation and mutual growth. Now let's delve into a breaking news from Ankaapalli, Andhra Pradesh, where a major chemical disaster has struck a pharmaceutical company. A catastrophic reactor blast occurred due to a fire ignited by a leaked solvent, causing widespread panic and devastation. Emergency services are on the scene, but the situation remains critical, with efforts underway to contain the fallout and rescue any affected individuals. This incident brings to light India's significant vulnerability to chemical disasters. The country is home to approximately 1,861 major accident hazard units, alongside thousands of other registered hazardous factories that fall just below the MAH criteria. A major accident hazard unit is defined as a source of danger with the potential to cause a major industrial incident. This latest disaster is a stark reminder of similar incidents that have plagued India in recent years. In 2024, an ammonia gas leak in Chennai was triggered by a damaged pipeline caused by Cyclone Mekong. The 2020 Vizag gas leak saw the release of styrene gas from the LG Polymers plant in Visakhapatnam, leading to widespread health emergencies. And of course, the 1984 Bhopal gas tragedy remains etched in history as one of the world's deadliest industrial disasters, caused by methyl isocyanate gas leak from the Union Carbide plant. In response to these recurring threats, both Indian and global initiatives have been established to mitigate the risk of chemical accidents. India has implemented NDMA guidelines to assist ministries and state authorities in formulating detailed disaster management plans. The Explosive Act of 1884 sets safety standards for handling, transportation, and storage of explosives to prevent accidents. Other measures such as Public Liability Insurance Act 1991, Factories Act 1948, and Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2019 set safety standards to prevent such incidents. On a global scale, organizations like UNEP and the International Labour Organization have developed frameworks and conventions aimed at preventing major industrial incidents. These include UNEP's Flexible Framework for Chemical Accident Prevention and Preparedness, as well as ILO Code of Practice on Prevention of Major Industrial Accidents 1991, and lastly, we have ILO's Prevention of Major Industrial Accidents Convention 1993 in line as well. As India grapples with this latest disaster, it serves as a critical reminder of the ongoing risk posed by hazardous industries.
Ahead in the news, the Health Ministry has recently banned 156 fixed-dose combination or FDC drugs, citing concerns about their irrationality and potential risk to human health, especially when safer alternatives are available. This decision is part of a broader effort to regulate the use of FDCs, following previous bans of 344 combination drugs in 2016 and 14 FDCs earlier in 2023. Fixed-dose combinations, commonly known as cocktail drugs, are formulations that combine two or more active pharmaceutical ingredients in fixed ratios. APIs are the biologically active components of a drug that produce the intended therapeutic effects. FDCs offer several benefits such as targeting multiple disease pathways simultaneously, which can lead to improved response rates and quicker therapeutic actions. They also minimize pill burden, making it easier for patients to adhere to treatment regimens. For example, a single pill that treats fever, cough, and pain can encourage better compliance compared to taking multiple medications. Additionally, FDCs are particularly beneficial in treating chronic illnesses like tuberculosis and diabetes, where maintaining consistent medication levels is crucial. From a pharmacokinetic perspective, which involves the study of how drugs are absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted by the body, FDCs can provide a significant advantage by optimizing these processes. However, the use of FDCs is not without concerns. There is a risk of physiological or chemical reactions between the combined drugs, which can lead to increased toxicity or reduced efficacy. The shelf life of these combinations may also be shorter if there is chemical incompatibility between the drugs. Moreover, the sale of unapproved or banned FDCs, particularly those containing antibiotics, has contributed to the growing issue of antibiotic resistance, a significant public health concern. The regulation of FDCs in India is governed by specific rules and guidelines. Appendix 6 of Schedule Y to the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules 1945 outlines the requirements for the approval of various categories of FDCs. Additionally, the Drug and Cosmetic Amendment Act 2008 under Section 26A grants the central government the authority to prohibit the manufacture and sale of drugs and cosmetics in the public interest, which has been the basis for these recent bans. In conclusion, the decision to ban these FDCs underscores the government's commitment to ensuring the safety and efficacy of drugs available to the public, while also addressing broader issues such as antibiotic resistance and the rational use of medications. Ahead in the news, the Competition Commission of India has raised objections to the proposed merger between Reliance and Disney, citing concerns that the deal could negatively impact competition, particularly in the cricket broadcasting market. The CCI's objections come under the authority granted by the Competition Amendment Act 2023, which allows the Commission to issue a statement of objections if it believes a merger could have an adverse effect on market competition. This move highlights the CCI's ongoing efforts to maintain a level playing field in the Indian market, ensuring that no single entity gains disproportionate power that could stifle competition. Recently, the CCI has taken significant steps to increase competition across various sectors. For instance, the CCI imposed a monetary penalty of Rs 1,337.76 crore on Google for engaging in anti-competitive practices related to Android mobile devices. Additionally, the CCI initiated a probe into Amazon and Flipkart, finding that these e-commerce giants violated antitrust laws by favoring sellers affiliated with or controlled by them, thereby limiting competition in the marketplace. A lack of competition can be detrimental to consumers for several reasons. Monopolies or dominant market players often lead to inefficiencies, as they may not prioritize improving the quality of their products or services. Without competitors challenging them, these companies have little incentive to innovate, resulting in stagnation and fewer choices for consumers. Moreover, the absence of competition can lead to higher prices as dominant companies can set prices without the pressure of rivals offering better or more affordable alternatives. The CCI, established as an autonomous statutory body in 2009 under the Competition Act 2002, plays a crucial role in managing and enforcing competition laws in India. Its primary aim is to ensure fair competition in the market, protect consumer interests, and prevent practices that could harm the competitive environment. As a quasi-judicial body, the CCI's interventions are essential in maintaining a balanced and competitive marketplace, which ultimately benefits consumers and promotes economic growth.
In a major development, the Delhi government has announced plans to overhaul its State Action Plan on Climate Change, which was originally adopted in 2019. This revision comes in response to the increasing severity of extreme weather events, such as this year's unprecedented heat waves and record-breaking rainfall, highlighting the urgent need for an updated and more effective strategy. SAPCCs are tailored to address state-specific issues regarding climate change, considering the distinct ecological, social, and economic conditions of each region. They align with the National Action Plan on Climate Change, which was released in 2008 and forms the foundation of India's National Climate Strategy. To date, 34 states and union territories have prepared their SAPCCs, contributing to the nation's overall climate resilience. Its funding is made under Climate Change Action Plan scheme. State-level climate strategies like SAPCCs are crucial in addressing the unique challenges posed by climate change across different regions of India. These plans enable a just transition towards sustainability, as seen in Jharkhand, where the Swaniti initiative has mobilized 45 crores for renewable energy and other climate interventions. In Kerala, the carbon-neutral Meenangari project exemplifies how climate action can be integrated into decentralized development planning. Meanwhile, Maharashtra's mangrove cell has been instrumental in the conservation of mangroves and marine biodiversity, showcasing the diverse impact of state-level initiatives. However, the implementation of these plans has faced significant barriers. A top-down approach and existing climate strategies have often led to a lack of leadership and political will. Additionally, the absence of clear, actionable steps and resource constraints, often due to the assumption that funding would come from the central government or other sources, have hindered progress. Moving forward, the Delhi government's revision of its SAPCC could benefit from tapping into international climate finance to cover the additional costs of adaptation. Nominating nodal officers within key departments could address institutional bottlenecks and ensure that climate change remains a focal point across all sectors. Developing detailed project reports and regularly updating the plan will be essential to keep pace with the rapidly changing climate landscape.
Moving ahead, the Jal Jeevan Mission, launched in 2019, has marked its 5-year milestone with significant achievements in providing functional household tap connections to rural households across India. The mission's goal is to ensure that by 2024, every rural household has access to tap water with a service level of 55 litres per capita per day. Over these 5 years, the mission has made remarkable strides, increasing tap water coverage from 3.23 crore to around 15 crore households. Additionally, 8 states and 3 union territories have already achieved 100% tap water coverage. Schools and Anganwadi centers have also benefited, with 88.91% of schools and 85.08% of Anganwadi centers across the country now receiving tap water. One of the mission's proudest accomplishments is the achievement of Har Ghar Jal status in 2.28 lakh villages and 190 districts. This success underscores the mission's commitment to transforming rural water supply and sanitation in India. The Jal Jeevan Mission was built on the foundation of the National Rural Drinking Water Program, which was restructured and integrated into this ambitious initiative. Under the aegis of the Ministry of Jal Shakti, the mission operates as a centrally sponsored scheme. A noteworthy aspect of the mission is its focus on women's empowerment. The mission mandates that half of the members of village water and sanitation committees or Pani Samitis must be women. This inclusion has led to the training of around 24.59 lakh women in testing water samples using field testing kits, ensuring the quality of drinking water at the grassroots level. Lastly, the Jal Jeevan Mission is built on several key components that ensure improved water quality and emphasize source sustainability by promoting groundwater recharge. Additionally, the mission includes grey water management strategies, moreover, prioritizing skill development and employment generation. Another key aspect is its bottom-up planning approach with communities involved in planning, implementation of water supply systems. Moreover, women empowerment is also a central component of the mission. And lastly, the mission is committed to ensure the well-being of future generations. In conclusion, as the Jal Jeevan Mission continues to move forward, it remains a testament to India's commitment to improving rural water supply and sanitation, ensuring that every household has access to safe and sustainable drinking water. In today's Place in News, we will talk about Republic of Panama with its capital, Panama City. Panama has announced more migrant deportation flights to Ecuador, India, and China. If we talk about its political features, then it is a country of Central America, located on the Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus of Panama is a narrow bridge of land that connects North and South America. It shares its territorial boundaries with Costa Rica to its west and Colombia to its east. It shares its maritime boundaries with Caribbean Sea to the north and Pacific Ocean to the south. Moreover, it is a member of G77, International Solar Alliance, etc. Looking at its geographical features, its climate is usually hot and humid, tropical climate with long rainy seasons that is from May to January. Its major rivers are Rio Chagres, Rio Chepo, etc. Its major mountain range is Cordillera Central, that is Central Mountain Range, and lastly its highest peak is Baru Volcano.
As we wrap up today's main news, let's take a moment for some quick updates. 25 challenges were launched under Create in India Challenge Season 1 for the upcoming waves in November, highlighting India's creator economy. Creator economy refers to the creation and distribution of digital content through social media platforms like YouTube, tapping a wide audience. Union Minister for Civil Aviation has launched the guidelines for seaplane operations in India. The Union Minister has also launched the 5.4 version of the Udan. Under Udan 5.4, fresh bids would be invited for the routes which were cancelled. The Green Strategic Partnership between the governments of India and Denmark has led to the establishment of the Smart Laboratory for Clean Rivers, or SLCR, in Varanasi. The project aims to rejuvenate River Varuna. Varuna is a minor tributary of Ganga originating near Phulpur, Prayagraj, and merges with Ganga in Varanasi, UP. The Ministry of External Affairs denied that floods in eastern districts of Bangladesh were caused due to opening of Dumbur Dam Tripura on Gumti River. Gumti River is a trans-boundary river that rises from a range connecting Longtharai and Atharamura in Tripura. Recently, tokenized cards are enabling CVV-free payments. Tokenization refers to replacement of actual card details with alternate code called token, which is unique for a combination of card, token requester, and a device. Jawaharlal Nehru Centre for Advanced Scientific Research partners with Hindustan Zinc Limited to develop new variants of zinc materials to propel the use of zinc-ion batteries. New variants of zinc materials would facilitate low-cost, grid-scale energy storage. FSSAI directed food businesses to remove claims of A1 and A2 types of milk from packaging, citing not conforming to Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. Casein exists in at least 13 different forms. Recently, scientists spotted the heaviest antimatter nucleus in a particle accelerator relativistic heavy ion collider. It is called anti-hyperhydrogen 4, which is made up of an antiproton, 2 antineutrons, and an antihyperon. Before we conclude today's bulletin, let's test your knowledge in our segment Test Your Learning. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this edition of News Today. For the quiz solutions and to download the PDF version of News Today, please visit the links in the description below.